Georgia trip advice video. Uplistsikhe. Uplistsikhe is located in eastern Georgia, about 100 kilometers from Tbilisi. It literally means Lord's Fortress, and it's an abandoned rock-hewn town that is more than 3,000 years old. It was founded around 1000 BC and was continuously inhabited until the 13th century AD. At one point Uplistsikhe even had 20,000 inhabitants. The cave city covers an area of almost 40,000 square meters and used to have a pharmacy, a bakery, an amphitheater and even a prison. All the structures are connected by tunnels. This colorful building sticks out against the gray and sober caves. Tours to Uplistsikhe. You can opt for taking a day tour from Tbilisi to Uplistsikhe, combined with a visit to Mount Shkhara, see above, and Gori. I used to live there. Ski pillar. Georgia doesn't only have unique places on the ground or in the mountains, but also in the air. Take the ski pillar, for example, a 40-meter high limestone monolith that is also known as the Pillar of Life. Around the 4th century, this rock became a place of seclusion for the Stylites, a religious group who had a slight obsession with sitting on top of narrow pillars to come closer to God. Chiatura. Another point of interest in Georgia is Chiatura, a small town nestled between steep valleys and deep gorges. Chiatura was founded in the late 1800s as a mining colony. In 1954, the Stalinist government installed a system of cable cars, also referred to as a rope road, to get the workers more quickly to the mines, instead of them walking to the sites on the steep cliffs. Every corner of the town was connected with the mines through these cable cars, and Chiatura became known as the Cable Car City. Where to stay in Chiatura? 1. Butichi Guest House. 2. Hotel in Chiatura. 3. Family Hotel. Batumi. Batumi is a modern city on the coast of the Black Sea. It's the second biggest city in Georgia, and honestly, it doesn't really feel like you're in Georgia. The architecture is a combination of European and Asian styles, often mixed with fairy tale-like towers, statues and buildings created by some hallucinating architects. This is especially visible at night when the majority of the building is lit up and bathing in the colors of the rainbow. Batumi is a glamorous city, designed to attract tourists. You love it or you hate it, but I absolutely enjoyed living there for 3 months when there were barely any tourists around. Where to stay in Batumi? 1. Hostels and guest houses for less than €20 per night. Homestay Seaside by Manuka. Hostel in Batumi. 2. Hotels and guest houses for less than €50 per night. Orbi City Sea View. The Admiral Hotel. 3. Luxury hotels and guest houses for more than €50 per night. Best Western Premier Batumi. Beach Resort in Batumi New Orbi. Ushguli and other villages in Svaneti. Located in northwestern Georgia and locked in the heart of the Caucasus Mountains lies the historic province of Svaneti. The only way to get there is by driving from Zugdidi to Mesha along steep windy roads looking over beautiful gorges, wild rivers, and majestic mountains. Svaneti consists of several small villages, built on the slopes of the snow-covered mountains and surrounded by the breathtaking scenery of alpine meadows. Walking around in these picturesque villages that are dominated by tower houses gives you the feeling that you're thrown back into the European Middle Ages. One village truly mesmerized me, Ushguli. This village is part of one of the highest inhabited settlements in Europe, at about 2,200 meters above sea level. It is very remote, the only road to get there is very rough and bumpy but oh so beautiful. The inhabitants live a remote and unique life. They ride on horses through the cobblestone streets while pigs, dogs, cows and goats walk next to them on the little paths. It feels like time stood still there. You can also go on a 4-day guided trekking tour to Svaneti. You will be hiking along the beautiful trails to the Chaladi Glacier, the Shkhara Glacier, and the Ushba waterfalls while also visiting Mesha and Ushguli, where you get to learn more about the Svan history and culture, and maybe even participate in Georgian folk dances. Ushguli has also facilities to accommodate guests if you'd like to spend the night in this little village. Here are my top 3 recommendations for homestays and guest houses in Ushguli. 1. Old House. 2. Nizharadz's Tower. 3. Old Tower Ushguli.